Well, it's hello from me.
And it's hello from me. So, Andy, tell us, why are we in Butler's Wharf today?
I wanted to talk about Doctor Who.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Walking down the streets of Butler's Wharf and the Victorian cobbled streets known as Shad Thames always reminds me of a particular story from the classic Doctor Who era. From the age of 11, when I was growing up in Wolverhampton, I have this enduring memory of policemen ominously emerging from a warehouse. The Resurrection of the Daleks stars Peter Davison as the Doctor. It may lack some of the moral complexity of Tom Baker's Genesis of the Daleks, where the Doctor has the chance to wipe out the Daleks from history and agonises over his right to do so. In fact, the writer, Eric Saywood, was so unhappy with the final product that he described it as the worst Doctor Who story ever written. I wouldn't quite go that far. For me, it still holds a special significance from my childhood, despite the ridiculously high body count. Looking back at the show today, it's a fascinating window into central London in 1983, when it was filmed. By then, the warehouses along Butler's Wharf had become monuments to Britain's economic decline. You know, they were run down, they were derelict, they looked really in a bad way. And as the Doctor comments, over 100 years before and completed in 1873, Butler's Wharf had been a hive of economic activity, with things being loaded and offloaded along the dockside, lots of ships coming in and out. Very different picture from what it had become in 1983. But now, back in 2026, it's all prime real estate around here. It's a universe away from how it used to be, with its assortment of luxury flats, bars, cafes, restaurants. You'd have to be a millionaire to live here. It's a good job I live down the road.
The 1983 shoot was actually the second time that the makers of Doctor Who used Butler's Wharf as a filming location. The first time was back for the 1964 story Invasion of the Daleks. For that, the first episode got 11.4 million viewers, which we can contrast with Resurrection's first episode of 7.3 and second and final episode of 8 million. Lower, yes, but still great figures that a lot of programme makers would love to have now. These and the surrounding streets have been used for a number of film productions over the years. In the early 80s alone, you had David Lynch's Elephant Man. You've got the Victorian streets in The French Lieutenant's Woman, which came out in 1982. And not just films either. We got television programmes. Within a few days of Resurrection of the Daleks being broadcast, you had an episode of the comic strip Presents, where Dawn French and Jennifer Saunders played teenage gang leaders freshly released from prison. And have a look as well at some old pop videos, Kim Wilde's Love Blonde, Spandau Ballet's Lifelines, and you'll see a few streets from around here. The area also has something of a literary heritage. Around the corner from Butler's Wharf is St Saviour's Dock, and it's in buildings adjacent to here that Charles Dickens decided to locate Bill Sykes' hideout in his novel Oliver Twist.
Whenever I walk around Butler's Wharf, out of the corner of my eye, I still almost expect to see a policeman ominously emerging from one of these doorways.
Thanks for watching.
And it's goodbye from me and goodbye from him. See you on the next one.
Andy, should I say at any point that I had a massive crush on Janet Fielding?
Probably not.
No, you're probably right.